Night.
Welcome to another episode of Ballas Union. We got BTG from Los Angeles, California, playing the point. We got Goldie from New Orleans, Louisiana at shooting guard. We got CP from Detroit, Michigan at small forward. Giovanni playing the four, all the way from Chicago, Illinois. And last but not least, Smash from Atlanta, Georgia, playing the center. How everybody's doing tonight?
So we got the shortest guy on the team playing center. Okay.
It's all about the heart, baby. It's all about the heart.
Yeah, I thought I was going to play the two. Who's this coach? We got
Yeah, he got Ray Charles at coach.
He gets boards though.
He grabs the rebounds.
He grabs the rebounds. He does the dirty work. He's the top hustle player.
Right.
What you get? 6 fouls?
You gonna give all of them?
Every game, coach. Every game. If you ain't using 5 of them, you ain't playing hard.
Nah.
I know that's right. So how's everybody doing? How's everybody weekend was?
Quiet, man, for me.
just got some good family time, man.
How was the trip, CP?
It was good, man. Enjoyable. Got some rest. It was the family with me, so it was a trip. It wasn't a vacation.
The Griswold vacation, huh?
Something like that. All we needed was a station wagon.
Right. With the wood panel on the side.
Exactly.
Right. Well, let's get right into this. Baseball is back. They're ready in spring training.
Yeah.
The season starts Thursday. It gives good indication that all the sports will start on time as well. Basketball is around the corner, the 31st.
Right.
Football after that. That's what everybody's waiting for. It's still up in the air about college sports. But who you guys got? Who's your favorite baseball team? Who you think's gonna come out hot in the 60-game season?
Before we go there, Baylor, are the Dodgers still crying?
We never was crying. We was telling the truth. Let me tell you something, Goldie.
There you
We're
go.
not gonna do this, okay?
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this, okay?
Yeah.
We're not gonna do this. But at the same time, though, I don't start watching my Dodgers until the playoffs. So
You're right.
I'm with you like that. I'm a Mets fan, so the first 20 games will tell me how this season gonna go. Am I gonna be vested into this summer, or I'm moving on to something else? So we'll see. So
although I will go to going to a game, watching it on TV versus actually going to see it in person is a totally different experience.
Yeah, it's
true.
That experience will be taken away from us this year. Baseball is playing their games without fans.
Detroit Tigers were playing without fans anyway. So.
Boom.
That's terrible, man. Support the home team, CP. God,
I didn't say I wasn't going to support them. I just said wasn't nobody going to be there.
You should get some good seats then, huh?
And go
only
where your spikes, you might get in the game. Bring your glove.
Give me some spin, coach. Let me get some spin.
Y'all gonna be doing promos with Carol Baskin?
She got more wins than we do.
It's Tiger Queen, man.
Yeah.
And Gio, we see who your team is. We
you gotta always represent. Even though I think this is the year this is their downfall year. This is the year they're on a steady decline and power shifting towards the other team in Chicago, which is the White Sox.
A steady decline.
So back to normal, right?
Right.
Yeah, back to
Okay.
back to
the
but let me tell you something. Gio talking, but underneath that Cubs jersey, there's a White Sox jersey underneath that.
No.
Because I mean, for the last 3-4 weeks, he's been pumping these White Sox hard, man.
Yeah, they're man. That White Sox team, they built them right. That offense is exciting. They're just gonna attack you, and they're young. They got nothing to worry about. They got no pressure, and they might surprise a lot of people and upset somebody. You know, saying come the 60-game season, come playoff time, they might win it all because they got nothing to lose. And it's only 60 games, so you know other teams, they take a while for them to get in the groove. While these younger teams, they always start off hot.
Yeah, whoever come out first is going to really make some moves. So it'll be interesting to see how it works. They might be setting a new model up since people really don't start tuning in until it gets a little hot and heavy anyway.
Right.
And Clayton Kershaw might actually perform in the playoffs this year.
Oh, we naming players too? Oh, go ahead, CP. Go ahead, CP.
I hope so.
The way he plays, he acts like he plays for Detroit come playoff time.
Well, no, because come playoff time, Detroit's at home.
Yeah. Moving along. So we got the NBA, the bubble. They claim that no new cases of COVID-19 since July 13. What's your thoughts about that? Because, you know, before they put out that statement, we've been hearing all these cases of COVID and people breaking the bubble, and they got the hotline snitch line.
I think it's a possibility they could be lying, but as long as, you know, we 2 weeks away, well, not even 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away from the season starting back up, they're not going to report. They're not going to give us those numbers.
Yeah, they hiding those numbers with the CDC.
Right. So you think all those? So you just think they're lying?
I don't know if
they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same. The NFL is doing the same thing that the NBA did. You're gonna get these high numbers, and then closer to the beginning of the season, the numbers gonna go down. It's gonna go down, and then there's gonna be no more numbers.
But that's what you want to do. You want it to start off with a whole bunch, and like you said, even with the star players like Harden and Westbrook, you had them catch it early, and now once they're ready to enter the bubble, it seems like, all right, we've got all that stuff out of the way before we got into the bubble. Now the bubble is perfect.
Yeah, and what you call it, better hurry up and get back too. I just seen that Pat Bev had left the bubble, so if I'm not mistaken, it's a mandatory 14 days.
Oh, they in trouble then.
No, he's okay. He got his own protective bubble. He's like, you ever saw the movie Bubble Boy?
Right.
So you could transport in that.
That's how he rolling around LA.
But when does Zion get to come back to the bubble? Because didn't he leave too?
He left too. Yeah, he left, and Montrezl Harrell left.
Then they said there's some family exemptions or something like that.
Yeah, personal. They'll be back though. I don't think it's going to. They'll be back.
They might miss a little. What did they?
Because the season kicks off next week, right?
Yes, the 31st of July.
Friday. That's Friday.
Yeah, so
it's still 10 days from today, so at least they'll be close enough.
Right. And I'm pretty sure they'll all be clear by then.
So So who we taking? Who's taking what?
CP already know. He already know.
Who you taking, CP?
CP, you seen them new Detroit jerseys?
No.
They got a new logo on them.
Oh, the Jumpman logo? Maybe it'll help them win.
Oh, man.
I feel like this was a setup. That was a setup.
It was a setup, man.
It was a setup.
They're talking about doing the NIT for the other teams that aren't in the bubble.
In Chicago, right?
Yeah.
They're
doing a little NIT tournament for everybody else. But you think Steph and Clay and them going to jump into that? Just get some reps in?
Nah.
But talking about jerseys, the NBA is allowing the players to voice their social justice on the back of their jerseys.
Yeah, but even that's controlled though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, again, I appreciate the gestures and all that stuff, but you know, let's do some action, man. Let's get around them stadiums and start spreading them wings and spreading them dollars around and into those communities that support these different teams.
Absolutely.
You know, let's do that by putting your name on the back of a jersey, that's fine and dandy. Keep the awareness high, but let's do some action.
Right. Well, we got players that keeping the pressure on, like CJ McCollum from the Blazers.
Tobias Harris.
Yeah.
Yep, Tobias Harris is another one.
Yeah.
So I feel if they keep that, we need that's a good start, but we need the LeBron James of the world to put that pressure on them.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if we at least set it up for him, he can come in there and, no pun intended, dunk the ball for us if we lay it up there for him. So you get the people like CJ and Tobias and people who are on that lower level to build it up. And then he can come in and do a sweeping statement that can say, on behalf of everybody, this is how we feel. So, yeah, I'm definitely like with the jerseys and all that, cool, put it on the court. That's what's up. But I'd much rather hear those interviews where they just keep talking about it. And then once they get sick of talking to everybody else, they can ask LeBron, hey, why isn't anybody asking us or answering our real questions? Then he can follow up with the big message. So if he plays his cards right, they're really going to set him up to shine, not only for everybody, but for himself in general. So we'll see. Right.
And the NFL is making the same type of gesture where they can have a decal on their helmets representing same thing, social justice.
Now that's a start because we know they stubborn. They stubborn as hell.
I still gotta see what that's gonna look like.
Right. The no fun league.
Jones smiling in the camera again.
The no fun league. Your gesture is 2.2 millimeters too big.
Right.
Well, that's the point. But that's the point.
He's out the game.
They so stubborn.
Yeah.
I appreciate picking on stubborn people because when you force them to do something that they don't want, that makes it all better. I don't care how small it is at this point. As long as it starts somewhere,
right.
You know what I mean? Because we'll be sitting up there whining that they ain't not doing nothing at all. So at least they doing something.
But we know what the NFL could do that would speak a lot more volumes than some silly little decal.
Yeah, but the point is they don't have to do anything.
Right.
They don't have to do anything.
Oh, they have to do now. Now let's not get it twisted. Now, when your league is made up over 75% of your league is African American, you have to do something. You can't sit around and say we're not going to do anything just for the sake of because we are the NFL.
They've been doing. How long the NFL been a thing?
Right.
All right then. All right.
Over 100 years,
and they ain't had a damn thing until now.
I actually think the NFL gesture is bigger than the NBA's
because they so stubborn.
That and then another reason is
they got a lower bar.
I'll say that, and the other reason is because the NBA is going to profit off this. They're going to be selling those jerseys.
The NFL been selling all these stand for the flag jerseys, military appreciation jerseys. NFL been eating off of their stubbornness.
The NBA has global money, but the NFL has America's money lock. So anything they can turn a dollar with, they definitely gonna turn a dollar with, no matter what. So by putting that, they're gonna sell that decal. Everything that can be sold will be sold.
Right.
Well, just like Gio said, we Gio and CP said we need the head honchos to push the narrative as well. So Drew Brees.
Drew Brees gonna be wearing a kente cloth.
There y'all go, man.
I need you to turn that Jay-Z off. I need you to
turn the Jay-Z off.
Get to that podium. I need you to say Breonna Taylor's name and we keep it moving.
I get me a Black Lives Matter Breeze jersey.
Oh, that's a cold jersey right there.
Ooh.
Hey, at least you'll be wearing a winner. That'll definitely help you out.
Well, a previous winner, you mean?
Nah, man. We Smash. Who's the division champions right now? Smash.
Brady.
And all I see.
Who's the division champs right now? Smash.
Breeze is gonna get hurt, and Winston is gonna be the starting quarterback.
Hey, I'm with that.
Right.
I'm with Winston.
I don't wish that on them, Ricky Bobby.
I'm with Winston. He didn't went got LASIK surgery, so he's moving in the right path. Yeah.
Now I do kind of want him to be super pinpoint accurate, and just everybody can zone in on this LASIK surgery. if he throw 80% completion rate and starts putting up crazy numbers minus all those interceptions.
Yeah.
Ooh, over or under this year, Breeze throwing over 3,500.
Over.
Over.
Yeah, under. I say he's getting hurt, so it's under.
This has got to be his last year. So.
Oh, this is definitely this is well, he signed a 2-year deal.
I don't know.
So
he got so many weapons over there, though.
Yeah, I mean, he may or may not, man. It depends on what Jameson do. If Jameson says he wants to stay and they want to move forward with Jameson, he'll probably step away. But if not, he'll play another year.
Right. Moving along.
When Jameson leave, when Breeze leave, I think Sean Payton leave.
That's true. That's a good point.
Listen, man, Sean Payton, if anybody in the city of New Orleans, besides I ain't gonna say their names, but besides them, he can go anywhere in that city and get anything. He's not paying for anything, bro. He's the king of the city, bro.
You talking about Eli Madden and them?
You
talking about
the who you're talking about. I don't know who.
That's his favorite family.
I don't know who you're talking about. I don't know who are you speaking of?
You talking about this Madden boy?
Who are you speaking of right now?
Yeah, that's his favorite family.
Madden boys got what 4 Super Bowls between each other?
Right.
Is it 4? Yeah, 2 in Broncos, 2 in the Giants. Yeah.
Moving along, the NFL and the Player Association agreed to a COVID testing plan. So they have, the NFL is different from the NBA. They won't have a bubble, but they have testing. Like day 1 is testing, day 2 no testing, day 3 no testing, day 4 is testing, day 5 is daily testing. Begins, player may enter facilities for the first time.
Is this weekly?
It's daily, and then after that is like
it's every other day or something like that.
Yeah, it's every other day.
But I'm saying this process is towards every game, upcoming game.
For all 53 players?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And then it comes back down to who may have, like, after a game. If it's you got to read it, man. It's a lot of fine print.
But the thing is, you don't get the results. You get the results back in like a couple of days. But what happened? All right, okay.
That's what I was trying to figure out, because I'm thinking, like, you mean temperatures? Because you're not getting the results back that quick. And if you're doing the rapid testing, that stuff is like 40% inaccurate.
Yeah, I was about to say they got some quick results, but then you have to wait and follow up to see if the real deal happens. So
right. Well, that explains why all the players are tweeting their concerns and saying the NFL ain't doing what they're supposed to be doing. And then also there was 2 reports that came out today. One saying like 90-something NFL players got COVID, and then another one later said 56 players got COVID.
Well, you can expect that to happen when everybody's starting to come in. You think about college football; those kids came in, and you had the high numbers of COVID, and then you heard nothing else about it since. So, I mean, you had the NBA players; a few players here had COVID until they got into the bubble. So you expect the numbers to be higher. You're talking about 52 players times 30 teams, so you expect that number to be like that. But it shouldn't remain that way once the season gets kicked off. At least we hope not.
Right. But they still got to travel. And like, so I was reading some of the stuff, like they couldn't, so like when they go to the hotels, they could accept room service, or they could accept touchless delivery, whatever that is. But they can't go to like the public areas, like the bars or the hotel restaurant, or just go outside to restaurants to go eat or whatever, because then they'll be in violations. Also, they're talking about canceling all the preseason games, which is going to be
that's awesome.
Those are the Lions' best game.
For teams like Chicago Bears that don't know who their starters are. That's a big L for us.
Well, figure it out in practice.
They need to at least play 2 preseason games. They need to, because I mean, you got cats that's, think about it, man. You got cats not necessarily for the veterans or the rookies that you know that's going to make the team, but what about that other 30 to 40 cats that you trying to groom or trying to see if they can make the team or not? They need to have at least 2 preseason games.
They're probably just going to have to expand the rosters to like 70.
God, that's more testing though, CP.
Yeah, that's more exposure.
That's true.
I mean, that the NFL is not hurting for money, so for them to test daily, I don't think it would cost them anything. But you got to give those guys that's on the fringe a chance to make the roster. So you got to at least have 2 preseason games.
I got a problem with the no jersey swapping.
But did he back off of that? I thought he backed off of that.
Did he?
I don't know.
I think he backed off of that because that was just lunacy. I mean, come on, man. You talking about football where they running into each other continuously for 3 hours.
3 hours straight, though.
And now you gonna tell me I can't change my jersey? Come on, man. It's already COVID laced.
Yeah.
Let me go ahead and give it out.
Heavy.
You got at least 30 players to touch that jersey that game.
Right.
He makes it all.
Including the ref.
Right. Yeah. You know what? You'll be dying to give that jersey. Yeah, man, take this jersey here.
Ooh, hey. Do you think the referees will wear gloves?
I hope so. For that case, they're probably gonna wear masks too.
I'm just thinking of all the Vegas props right now.
Wouldn't it be funny they run out with football helmets? Zebra stripe football helmets.
There is talks about a face mask helmet attachment, which makes no sense because
I think that's gonna fail.
Yeah, it's gonna be like that's gonna lead to a whole bunch of issues, problems, injuries, and
they're gonna be bouncing off each other.
Yeah.
They won't be able to breathe, man. I mean, you'd have to put some type of respirator on the helmet to push oxygen into the helmets, and it's gonna be too much.
It ain't gonna matter if they still tackling each other and they sweaty.
True.
Yeah, none of that. That's true. None of that matters. Also, I was hearing rumors about players having an opt-out clause where they can opt out of the contract because of this whole COVID pandemic, which it sounds like if you are concerned with the safeties and all that, you can opt out, and I guess you could come back next year. I'm assuming you could come back the following year. So that's like a great deal for rookies or players that are on rookie contracts like Nick Bosa. He could just opt out, sit this short season out, and come back next year getting paid.
Yeah, but it's football, so nothing is guaranteed in football.
Right.
That's deferring your pension and all that stuff you get after like year 4 or year 5. Now it's going to be year 5 or year 6, and all they take is one game.
And they definitely want to keep that free agency clock. They want to keep that clock ticking so they hit that free agency.
And they're going to franchise the mess out of you.
Yeah,
I mean that's like deferring your student loans. It seemed good,
but especially with
the interest add up on
that particular player with them Bosa players.
Yeah.
They don't play the whole season.
Right.
They don't play the whole season anyway.
There's gonna be some medical clear injuries that'll improve.
God, I take one of them though. Them boys,
that's what I see.
Them boys are some
I see a lot of players like in track pulling the old hamstring move, when they get lapped.
Yeah, but with no training camp, you talking about not training camp, with no preseason games leading and going right into a season, we could expect a lot of injuries to happen. So you better keep that 25 or 30 people that you cut. You better keep them on speed dial because you may need to call them back.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a lot of injuries.
It's gonna be a ton of injuries.
But going back, so that being said, I saw that Isaiah Simmons signed with the Cardinals. He was the 8th overall pick, and I seen that his contract is fully guaranteed, which I haven't seen that a lot out of rookies. Well,
he's a freak of nature, and you want to lock that up. I mean, for a guy that can play safety, nickel, and linebacker. I mean, you rarely see that in the NFL.
Right.
That can legitimately play those 3 positions and excel at them. That's a rarity. So for him to get guaranteed money, I can see it.
Well, I think I was assuming that some of it had to play with the opt-out calls I was hearing about, the rumors. So you think more teams will give guys fully guaranteed contracts so they don't opt out?
For this season?
Yeah, just for this season. Like the rookies this season, like we know this rookie's going to be good. We don't want him to opt out because of COVID. So we just give him a fully guaranteed contract, and then it gives him no reason to opt out.
That's hard to say, man. Like CTP was saying, you definitely want to get that contract. You want to keep that ball rolling because you don't know. Now it depends on if that opt out still counts as a year. If it opt out and they don't count it as a year, and do they opt out? Do they get paid as well if they opt out? I mean,
I think there's some fine print in there because I don't think it counts as a year. They might get some money, but I don't think it counts as a year.
Right. So, okay. And then about the bubble, you think the NFL could do what the NBA is doing and have everything in a bubble? Will that work out?
Nope.
Hell no.
Because the NBA can play back-to-back games. NBA can play on the same court. NFL can't do that. You need days of practice. You need rest and recuperation. You need to get them steroids out your system and stretch out.
They're not gonna be able to sterilize that field like they could do the court.
Right. I mean, you know how mad they get about Sunday to Thursday games, or either Monday night to the next day. They definitely can't keep people locked up for a whole week at a time. They'll go crazy, and then just to play one game with limited practice, that's not going to work.
I mean, you already look at the NBA. I mean, keeping them. It's only 15 players on the roster, 3 inactive, 12 active, whatever the number is. I mean, that's like a box of puppies trying to keep a box of puppies in the box. So you're talking about 52 of those guys, 53 of those guys? There's no way in heck they're gonna keep them guys in that bubble.
Right. Yeah, but basketball is used to doing that because they got AAU. But in the NFL, shit, hell no. That's too many. Even if they just did the playoff team, that's still too many players.
Yeah. You can't do it.
You're gonna keep them inside.
Right. I was just thinking,
and we forgetting about the main thing in there. Like, man, what about the groupies? You can't lead them out. That's important to the NFL.
They're gonna be room service.
Right. they're gonna bring the touchless service.
One of them already got put on blast, or put one of the players on blast. So they're not gonna be able to sneak inside that damn bubble.
Because they're gonna tell it. They're gonna tell it because they want their little 15 minutes of shine too.
And that's all she got.
Mm-hmm.
And then the thing with football too. Go ahead, Jim.
I think Hardy's gonna have his little things, come through.
Why y'all riding my boy like that? I think Harden is going. When Harden lock in, he's gonna be locked in, bro. I don't think he gonna. I think the Kardashians taught him a good lesson on how to go. I need to be focused. I think that's not gonna happen again. I think he'll be ready to rock.
He's locked in because he's still on quarantine. But I don't know if he really want to win like that. I think he does, but I also think like all this money and he's still good. And he still got all these moral victories. I think that's a good cushion for him to land on. So it's like, yeah, it's cool if I win, but if I don't, I've already told myself that I'm good.
Right. So he's the type of guy that he loves to win instead of hate to lose.
He's definitely a winner, man. I'm not gonna take. When have you? I mean, you think about this. This brother here doesn't do any load management. He plays as many games he can play. By that time, he didn't got tired. By that time,
that game 7 off, or was it game 6?
I mean, you get tired, man.
Game 6, that was horrible.
Yeah. What do you have? 7 points, something like that?
Hey, man. I mean, Detroit. At least he got a chance to do it. Detroit didn't even get there. So,
how many championships did the Rockets have?
2.
How many Pistons have?
That's cute.
2, 3. Oh, 3. Okay. Now you can't count. Now, when was the third? When was the first one? Let's debate that. When was the first?
Magic Johnson.
What year?
88, 89, 89, 90.
Okay, and that's right. Okay, so you can count those. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then in 04, we beat the Lakers again.
I thought you was gonna pull an old Baylor the Great over there and start counting the ones before integration.
Oh no!
Look.
Hey, y'all could have had 2 more, but y'all lost to the Pistons with 2 different sets of legends.
That's true.
And you're welcome.
And you're welcome.
He said, "Were they gifts? Were they gifts?"
Hey, no, you know what?
The first one he gonna say Magic pulled a hamstring.
No. I was gonna say I was young when y'all beat us the first time. That second one, y'all earned that. Mm-hmm. Y'all earned that one.
Yeah, we should have swept you, but we let y'all have a little.
So now you're getting out of control.
Now I watched the games,
okay. Karl Malone did get injured
because he was good the whole year, right?
Yeah, he was destined to win.
And you went straight to Karl Malone and ignored number 34 and number 8 at the time.
Hey, look, man. It's just the Lord blessed y'all that year.
Mm-hmm.
He blessed y'all.
Mm-hmm.
And then he said, no more.
No more.
Yeah.
And they haven't seen what's well, they got one with Rip Hamilton and
yeah, that's the one we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
We went back the next year, but she left Ori open, and you know.
They should have drafted Melo. They would have had a few more afterwards.
Nah, Melo would have.
No, they drafted the God.
Darko.
Darko.
Hey, Darko's living a good life back in his home. He's a farmer. He's an agriculturalist.
That's right, because he robbed Detroit with no pistol. He definitely got a bag full of money.
Joe Dumars made him the getaway driver. Said, just be outside the building. When we come out with the bag,
I just need you to give me 3% and you keep the rest and you head back to your home country.
Hey, human victory cigar. We did it.
That's terrible.
Right. Moving along. Julia Donaldson made history today. She will be the first female lead to lead a broadcasting team.
Radio broadcasting team for the Washington NFL team, which we don't know what their name is because they don't have a name anymore. For Washington.
Yeah, Washington. So that's good. That's good. Yep. And then going back to the whole bubble thing, I don't think the bubble would have worked with because the Patriots would have definitely been cheating.
Definitely. Bubblegate.
Bubblegate.
They would have deflated the bubble.
Like said they'd have had cameras everywhere, huh? All in the showers and stuff.
Right.
In fact, they got caught cheating on the Bengals. Like, who the Bengals got? Like, they don't even try to win games.
It don't matter. Once you in, it's like a habit.
Right.
You gotta win. You gotta win every game, bro.
Yeah, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, Gio. Come on now.
Yeah, you ain't cheating. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah, but if
you gotta be the best at something.
If it's against the Bengals, at this point, it's a disease.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just like a habitual criminal, right? He get away with it once, get away with it twice. You're gonna keep going back for more until you get caught. He just got
keep
caught.
Putting the game on easy. He done it so long, he don't want to play on any other level.
Nah. He want to score 100 on rookie level.
Right. Like you said, put all my stuff OP. To talk about rookie level, Madden.
Oh man.
Madden release.
He said, "Oh man."
The entire player rating is out. You know what I'm saying? For you could choose your team wisely. Smash, you know the hit power. They have a new feature, a new whatever stat. It's called change the direction. I don't know what it does. I guess you combine it with. I guess it does the same thing agility was doing in previous Madden. I don't know. But yeah, so which teams? Who you think got good ratings? Who you think got shafted?
We talking about teams and the players?
No, it's just the play. So they got the players.
All games matter.
So Madden put out all the players ratings for every team for their game. So like the rookie.
Oh man,
one of the rookie from Las Vegas, Ruggs. Yeah, he has a 98 speed, which is pointless because Derek Carr is the quarterback.
What kind of hands does he have? 45?
Wait, hold up. Wait. See this. All right, look. Enough of this. Enough of this. I'm tired because I'm tired of just being nice. What's wrong with Derek Carr?
He in Madden. We're talking about Madden. We're not talking about real life.
I know he has a higher rating than he probably got a higher rating than I think he has a higher rating than Derek Carr. But that was based off his injury though, and he still hears footsteps. I'll give you that. Derek Carr is a solid quarterback though.
Yeah, but he doesn't have an arm in Madden. So what's the point of having a wide receiver?
Watch this. I don't think that's accurate.
I don't think that's accurate.
Hey, I can talk to the guys that do player rating. I'll give you the Twitter handles. You can
send me that. But because look, honestly, I think Derek Carr has the arm. I think he has the accuracy. I think it's all mental. I think it's really mental. He can slang that rock. But once he hears footsteps, he'll throw that mug way out the stadium. He will not extend that play for nothing.
Yeah, Jay Cutler had the same issues too.
No, he had an attitude problem.
No, Jay Cutler had he was shell shocked. He had because his first few years in Chicago, he had no protection, and then some dude from Detroit, a bully over there named Silly, used to slam people on the ground for no reason, stepping on helmets. So he was shell shocked ever since.
You riding for Jay Cutler that hard?
But I'm confused about how these ratings, how the team ratings look. It's like when you look at it from just as a ratings, you're like, okay, everybody's like kind of like even. Even the Super Bowl team is like even. There's no team in the 90s, so they had to OP some individual players.
That's what I'm saying, because I'm assuming they're basing the team overall off of all the overall players, right?
Yeah. So
somebody's a little hyped up.
Yeah, you have to, because I mean, you think about. I mean, I'm looking at Kansas City, right? Kansas City has what's their overall? They're 82. How do you have the Saints rated higher than the Kansas City Chiefs?
Well, their defense is pretty bad, though.
Yeah, their defense should be about
that's true.
60.
Yeah. They probably got a 99 on offense.
Because you could be a trash defense overall and show up one Sunday though.
Yeah, they got a 77 defense and an 87 offense.
That makes sense.
What's the Rams?
The Rams
overall, because I remember that game with Kansas City and the Rams just had that shootout.
They should definitely be in the low 80s.
The Rams
should be right there with Kansas City.
The Rams are 79 overall,
exactly.
80 offense, 79 defense.
They lost a lot.
Yeah.
But they had that shootout with the Kansas City.
But that was a few years ago.
But the numbers just don't seem like they translate to me. It's like,
didn't they have a shootout with the Saints too?
Yeah, they did. The Rams. Yeah. That's when Drew Brees got hurt, and then Bridgewater came in and took over in that game. That's the game Brees got hurt in.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, like
and he didn't get to take the loss. He didn't get. That's why Teddy was. We lost the game, and that's why Teddy didn't get the L for that one because Brees started the game.
No,
Brees took
the
L. I need to ask
Army General grandfathers and got Bridgewater out of town.
Nah, Bridgewater got himself out of town. Bridgewater wanted to be a starter, so you can't knock the man for wanting to be a starter.
He earned it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did. He definitely, and that's why I got faith in old Pate that he gonna get my blind man bluff together. He gonna get him right. He'll be ready to play.
Gio, I got a question. I think you might know this answer.
Okay.
As long as I've been playing Madden, since Nintendo, since Super Nintendo. Do they ever update the overall rankings depending on how good the team is doing during the season?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so
yes.
If the Rams or I don't know what other team we said that had the shootout, if they have a lot of these shootouts, that means their offense should be bumped up, which will bump up their overall, right?
Yeah, but their defense is gonna be.
Yeah,
that's what I think.
It won't bump up the whole offense. Like they'll just bump up the players they like.
Right. But that should be bumping up the overall too, right?
It will.
That bumps up the overall. But let's say a good example would be like the Rams. They were scoring. The Rams were scoring a lot of points. They went on a tear, right? And Robert Woods was killing. He's averaging 150 yards every game. They won't bump up his rating. They'll just bump up golf rating because they like golf. They don't like Robert Woods.
So that's racist.
Well, you can look at it like that, but I was just giving an example.
They just like the quarterbacks, but also it's not going to bump up too high.
Ola sign up against Smash
because the offensive line isn't going to bump up that much.
I don't know about that one, Gio. I don't like that one. I don't like that one.
No, but that's what happens though, because like you be like certain players are killing and they get no ratings. Like they're killing in fantasy, they're killing in the league.
So tell me this. What if the Rams lose their starting quarterback? Knock on wood. I'm not a Rams, but I don't want to wish any injury on nobody. But their backup quarterback comes in, and he's like, I don't know, somewhere in the low 70s.
Oh, and
he's making these screen passes and these slants. The receivers is doing all the work. So the overall is still going to go to him?
He'll get higher, like
because that happened with Jackson. What's the quarterback in Jacksonville?
Minshew.
That happened with him.
He went from like a 58 to a 70 something.
Yeah, he was like a 77 by the time he got hit. By the time he hit the bench, he was at a 77 or something like that.
This
that NCAA stuff where the quarterbacks gets the first nod, then the receivers for Heisman.
But you got to think though, if the quarterback is a 50 and he comes in and has a good game, he has no choice but to go up.
Right.
But he don't get those good games without those receivers though.
I agree with you,
but everybody gets a bump though. I mean, it's like if you watch the ratings how they do it, everybody, it's all individually based. So if you're having a good game, then you're gonna get boosted up.
Cody, your backup quarterback comes in and he gets the bulk of his yardage comes from Kamara out the backfield. Mm-hmm. Come on, man.
But he gets credit for a touchdown if Kamara gets it in. They always get credit for Yak. Anybody thrown in the air for 5,000 yards.
I get that, but the workload is on the running back, though.
Yeah.
But they don't like Kamara on Madden at all.
No, they don't, because they got Kamara like 91 speed, which just blows my mind.
That's crazy right there.
How this cat runs around the field like this, and he's only at 91 speed.
No,
he done bumped everybody else back down.
Yeah, he's 88 speed. He's not 91 speed.
Let's see, and I will see it. See, Matt,
he's a what speed?
88 speed.
Who?
Kamara?
Oh, he has 91 agility or acceleration or something like that. I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's Gio, I'm gonna need you to send me the Maddens, them people you said the BTG. You were gonna send a Twitter go on and send them to me. I need to go on that because I need to know if these people are sports people, are they statisticians, mathematicians, what? Because
they're not making sense. No, I'll save you the trouble. They're analytical.
Yeah, they're analytical.
Yeah, see, that don't make sense.
They have no clue what football is. They don't know what a zone is.
That's not true.
They have no clue what a zone is.
You know who works for EA Sports and in that department, Barry Sanders' son.
And
he doesn't know what a zone is either.
What that mean? Here, though. He has a Stanford education, but that doesn't mean
so he ain't play football.
He played football
like 2-3 years ago, right?
Yeah, he just got out of Stanford.
Yeah, Michael Jordan.
He got out before McCaffrey did.
He knows how to play.
Don't you bring up Michael Jordan's sons, Gio? Don't you do that? Don't you do that to him?
I mean, we can bring up Michael Jordan. We think about Michael Jordan. He is clueless he can't identify talent if it smacked him in his face. And he's the greatest of all time.
They're more than
now we getting blasphemy over here.
Plus, they go to all these games.
Is it blasphemy?
System with them, and they be doing interviews, and they sit there and do the reasoning for all their ratings and everything every time they do a new player of the week. It's easy to find these Madden statisticians.
Are these the same guys when these cats get drafted? They bring up the child's missing father and all of the other stuff that don't mean anything.
Same people. Same people.
Oh, that was a good one. That was good one, BTG. That was a good one.
All draft picks matter. Okay. All troubled past matter.
It's the same people, man. The same people.
Maddens are a bunch of analytical nerds, and analytical is the new wave, and it gives those people that never play sports or weren't able to play sports and into sports.
I'm pretty sure half to at least 60% of the league cannot catch Kamara in a foot race. They're not gonna hawk that boy down.
That's my whole point.
I believe.
But they give Ruggs 99 speed
out
the door.
Hold up now. Is it do you not like Ruggs because he's in a Raiders uniform or because he wore an Alabama uniform? I need to know.
Both.
I'm
let me tell you something. I don't have anything. I don't have a knock on. Once they leave college, I kind of let that slide, But when they put that ugly red and white on, then I have a problem. But once they leave, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it with whoever they are. I mean, we had Ingram. He's one of our best running backs of all time. He played at Alabama, so I had to,
He's trash.
I had to let him go. He wasn't trash, man. Hating Falcon fan over there.
And 2K has the same issues too, because they the way to win in 2K, you got to play analytically basketball. You can't.
We know. Gio figured it out. He figured the matrix out.
Yeah.
Hey, ever since My player had a 91. I'm scared to get to 92 because I do not want to go over. I've been killing them cats in the 70s all week.
You hit 93, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Then you got to play with the sweaties. Then
that's when you
the tryhards.
That's when you back at the bottom when you hit 93.
Right. All the 98. Oh, we got 93s. So we about to drill them.
My 2K player been quarantined. He got COVID.
He got COVID. Oh yeah.
Hey, Smash, bring him out on the 31st.
Hey, get a new one.
That sounds like a Tecmo Bowl injury too. Where you
Hey, if y'all invite me to the rank and smashes there, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Man's gonna be the only player with a mask on.
Yeah, he gotta wear a mask. Hey, Smash gotta wear a mask in the park.
Hey, how much BT that's gonna cost you, Smash?
Oh, man.
What'd you say?
To buy a mask? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
He gonna pay like he weighed. That mask gonna be about 250,000 VC.
Yep.
Lucky.
They got him on there?
And that's on sale.
They got one.
I'm going to buy one.
They got one that says "I can't breathe." That would cost $500K
easily.
I'm going to buy one. Cause I'm waiting for the golf to come out, man.
Oh man, you and me both, bro.
Oh, that comes out the end of this month.
For all the listeners, go pick this golf up. Whether you're not a golf fan or not, this is definitely a game that has been thoroughly entertaining. We've been playing that thing for the last 2 years, and it has gotten progressively better and better and better. So with 2K putting their name on it now, it's definitely gonna be worth getting. Definitely.
I'm gonna get it.
Yep.
Or it's gonna be
it's nice.
They're gonna be like, "Hey, you want these Jordan golf shoes? $400K
in the Bobos."
Oh, they got them.
Oh, we know the microtransactions is making its way into the game now. We know that. 2K is built off of microtransactions, so that's definitely going to be a mainstay. So you better hope you got your duckies saved up. But it's a lot of games that's coming out right now that I may have to ask the wife for a loan. Can I please?
I already asked my wife.
Hey,
when's the 5 coming up?
Convert your system, get them on the Switch. You get all of them.
My rumor or my prediction is for the 5 is coming out in November, and then my prediction for the price is $500.
That sounds about right.
Well, they already said it's $499. They already said the price tag in that $499.
How many different versions of it though? Is it the Plus?
You looking at Black Friday?
There's 2 versions. There's a hard drive. There's a hard drive version, and then there's a what you would call it,
the disc version.
The disc version,
the DLC version only.
Yeah. So
I got
CP.
the disc.
I ain't gonna leave you hanging, CP. Switch is cool. You know, my kids love
Switch.
it.
That's the life right now. The kids be bringing it on little trips. As soon as they go to sleep,
that's what I do like about it. You can play your game handheld. I do like that about that Switch too.
Yes, sir.
But I don't know if I can play my serious sports on there though.
That Switch has a hefty price tag, man. I can't get past that price.
Yeah, why is it still expensive right now?
I don't understand that price tag.
$199.
That's not hefty.
It's not $199.
You can for the light version.
Man, come on now. If I'm gonna drink a beer, I'm gonna drink a beer. I don't want nothing light. I want the full package.
But the other one, you can't find the other one.
Yeah, the other one.
Those,
the other one's $1,000.
Man, yeah, I see some on here for $420, $380.
Nah, they read them like
Well, I'm talking, right? I want a real beer. And here I
you got a Zeno over there?
Look, I want a real beer too.
Boy, yo. Oh, where we at, Gio? It's the show getting out of hand, Gio.
Yeah, you gotta wrangle these cats in, Gio.
Yeah,
it's like herding cats.
Cover everything.
The box of puppies.
There's one more topic one more thing I want to bring up is the passing of John Lewis.
Yeah.
Saying pay respect to him. He's a pioneer. He's one of the reasons why we're able to do what we do today.
Yep.
And the advantage. So I just want to pay respect to that. Anybody else got any closing words?
I mean, don't forget CT Vivian either. Both of those men were were soldiers literally on the front line and took a lot of stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if I could do that. And by I don't know, I mean I know for sure I couldn't do all that stuff. But I mean, he literally fought to the very end. So
He did.
Yep.
Anything like that, if there's anything to take from that, it's that our work is never done, that there's always something we can do. And even if we've done it all, we should turn around and help the next person. Yep. And so whether you want to spread that over the NBA or NFL or with these movements or with people still trying to speak up and find their voice, there's always something you can do. So whether you're the star or a team player, play your part, play your role, and keep moving, keep pushing it forward.
No doubt.
That's a fact. The good thing is he was able to see a black president. True. You know what I'm saying? And then, but on the negative part is like we lost a true black leader.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I mean, you think about when it was the 50th anniversary, and he got up and he said the speech, and he acknowledged that we're in the same spot where we started. Basically. Like nothing hasn't changed from the day he fought. And like he said, he's gonna keep fighting to the day he died, and he fought to the day he died. Mm-hmm. But we have to really acknowledge that. You think about at 1963? Was it 1963 or 68? 63, I believe it was, when he was the youngest person to speak, right? And for him to now perish, and we're in the same spot that we are. That speaks volumes, man. We really need to. Like, we do our part by speaking on it. We use our little platform and we speak our piece and we try to keep the awareness going. But there are tons of more influential people out there that can really propel this thing the way it should be. But, rest in peace to John. Mm-hmm. That's definitely something that we need to keep in the forefront, his efforts and what he's trying to accomplish.
Most deaf, man. All y'all said it all, really. I mean, that dude, that was his life. He dedicated his life to making the black people better. I mean, he started at such a young age, and he, like CP said, he fought to the end. And it's just a shame to me that what he started way back then in the 60s, we're still doing the same thing now, but he's still pushing on. So it gives me, more momentum and strength, and try to do a little bit. Because I can't do what he did, but I can do my little part, like Godee was saying, use this platform to do it, man. And as y'all see in this picture right here, all of us black brothers are doing stuff to, help out where we can. So peace, rest in peace to John Lewis, man. That kind of hurt when that one happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, on that, we're out.
Peace.